Hello and welcome to another edition of Mobile Monday, the video podcast from GodIsAGeek.com, where we take a look at 4 games and let you know whether they're worth spending money on. I'm GodIsAGeek's deputy editor Martin Baker, and I'll be taking a look at those 4 games for you this week. The first game that we're going to have a look at this week on Mobile Monday is Youda Survivor 2, or Youda Survivor 2. I don't exactly know how to pronounce it, but it's, as you would expect from a game that's called Survivor 2. It's a survival game, but it's level based, so we'll jump into a game straight away. I've already played a couple of levels, but we'll replay a couple of them just to give an idea of what the game's about. One thing that I did notice is there's a loading screen before each of the levels, and the loading screen feels quite long, especially considering, as you'll see, the simplicity of each of the levels, which is quite weird, and it's something that you need to get used to. You also need to get used to the fact that you need to tap to start, and not just wait for it to start. So this is a level that I started on before. You can see the top left hand corner, I'm running out of health, really. There's 28 and the siren's going off is because I'm running out of health. The whole point of the game is to survive, so you can see in the bottom right hand corner I've got 1 out of 2 eggs, so once I press this egg, that'll be that level completed. And we'll jump into another level just to give a better idea, because that kind of started quite abruptly. But the whole point of the game is to attempt to survive. Each level you'll be given a target to aim for, so it'd be a certain amount of whatever. Buy this in order to upgrade. So sometimes you need to upgrade in order to unlock the next level as well. Like I just bought that item to allow me to get into the next level. Sometimes it's usually like pieces of equipment that allow you to make the items that you need to progress to the level. So one of the previous levels had me buy like an egg fryer machine so that I could change the eggs into fried eggs, which was the survival quota for that level. So I need 4 eggs and 3 of whatever that is. Looks like salt or sugar or something. So I'll dig the hole to get a watering hole for the flamingo to drink. The flamingos drink the water and produce eggs, which the goats then eat to provide the milk. The one thing you've got to keep an eye out for is pirates. So as soon as pirates appear, you need to tap on them as soon as you can to destroy them, basically. We'll do some rain dancing. Right, I need to stop the goats eating the eggs, because that's what I need. So I need to stop the goats eating them before I can pick them up. Where are they? So these are the pirates that you just need to tap on them and hope that they don't. Can my alchemist make that what I need? Turn the salt into some more health. So we'll build the piece of equipment that we need to make the other requirement of this level. It looks like that takes milk in order to make it. So got plenty of milk, so we can just have it keep making that. Get some more eggs. Another milk there. Another egg. So we've got that quota. So we just need to tap on this thing again in order to... we're getting attacked. There we go, get some health back. Pirates as well. Oh well, we're making the last thing that we need, so hopefully we won't do too bad. There we go. Level completed. You can see how it can get quite frantic at times and quite difficult, but it's simplistic gameplay. It's not bad gameplay. It's easy to get a grasp of. It's just, especially on smaller devices such as an iPod Touch, it can be quite difficult to tap things as quickly as it's required. But that is Youda Survivor 2. The second game that we're going to talk about this week is a G5 Games adventure games called Red Crow Mysteries Legion, as it says right there. And you've probably read or seen me review quite a few G5 adventure games on Mobile Monday. There are a lot of them, and they all seem to be in certain series. This is from the Red Crow Mysteries series, but it's an adventure game in the purest sense of the adventure game. There's no there's help where you can press the little thing in the bottom left hand corner to show what you need to be tapping on, but there's no sparkles or anything like that around the screen without tapping that. You just have to know how to play adventure games really to see what you need to do next. The easiest thing, the closest thing to being simple is the fact that you can turn the walk thing on and off to show you where you can walk towards and where you can go around the screen. But other than that, that's all you've got really. So it told me to have a look up here. So key, what's this? Is that, I'm assuming the key opens this thing. Horn. Don't know what that's for. But the whole thing is quite difficult at times. What's that? This is a key. How do I get the key? I don't know. It's just a matter of got a rose. There are roses, these red roses all around the game, where obviously there's 2 out of 21, so there's 21 of them throughout the game. They are very well hidden. They're red roses and they're usually found on red items. The first one was on a bed sheet that was red, so you can't really see the rose on it. You just, I suppose, be tapping frantically like I just was there and happened to find them. So what's down here? Oh, that's where I just came from. A family album. Ah, the horns. So I'm guessing the horns go on that the skull in the at the back. So let's get off of this. So the horn must go on there. So there must be another one somewhere then. But yeah, it's an adventure game in the typical sense of an adventure game. It's not easy if you don't know what you're doing. But for people that really, really enjoy adventure games, there is a lot here to be getting on with. There's your typical puzzle stuff. So let's see if we can solve this puzzle. I don't even know what it's supposed to be, but I'm hoping we'll be able to see something appear soon enough. Where can we go with this? It looks like it's mouth, so I'm probably putting these in all of the wrong places, but I think that's... Oh, you have to do them one at a time, okay. Where else can we go? See what this gives us when we figure it out. Getting there, I think. Only a couple more pieces to go. There we go. Wasn't too difficult. Hopefully we get a statue. So I'm guessing the statue goes in one of these. There we go. So there's one more statue to get and then I can get that medallion, I'm guessing. But the whole game is like that, yeah. It's not easy, really. Not as easy as you've seen in the other G5 games where things will sparkle, things will show it's what to tap on. This is an adventure game in its purest sense, and if you enjoy that, then you're probably going to enjoy this. And this is Red Crow Mysteries Legion. The third game that we're going to have a look at this week on Mobile Monday is Isla Dorada, Episode 1, The Sands of Ephranis. No idea if I'm saying that right or not, but that's what it looks like it says, that's what we're going to go with. And if we hit play now, it is a G5 Games adventure game, but it's more It's more like the ones that we're used to playing. It's not like the ones this week, the Red Crow mysteries, where it's a little bit more brutal. This is like typical G5 games adventure stuff. So the whole point is that you've got trapped on this this island. You don't know what's happened. There's obviously story elements that you don't understand. The people on the island seem to think that you've been here before. You can't remember being here before. So you got to discover exactly what's happening. You can see the sparkle that indicates what you're supposed to tap on, which is what I meant when I said it's not as brutal as the other games that we've seen from G5 games. So you'll never really get stuck with what you need to do. In order to finish the game, essentially you need to complete this skull in the bottom right hand corner. And in certain locations, if you pick the skull up, the little mask thing, it will light up to tell you that there's a piece of the mask hidden there, and then you get to do, if you tap the area where it lit up, you get to do a little puzzle that awards you with a piece of the mask. I'll tap on her, see what she's got to say.
Stranger. The gods have led you to this place. You should find some useful things in the area.
Thanks, but at the moment, I'm completely lost. I don't have a clue about this place, and what I'd really like to find is the best way for me to get home.
Patience. Why don't you fill up your satchel with a few necessary items? Then go over to the mountains, towards the abandoned palace. You will find many objects of use there. All Oveto people believe that these objects are cursed, and so we refuse to even touch them. But I know that your people don't have the same beliefs as we do. Well, you seem to be nice enough. So if you help me reconstruct the broken image of my father's mask, I will give you one of the things that other visitors have left here which are useless to us. Who knows? Maybe it will be useful for you.
Who are you talking about? You mean, I'm not alone?
No, of course not. Hey, I remember you. I thought there was something familiar about you. It's great to see you again.
No, hang on a sec. You're not gonna do that to me too, are you? I'm not who you think I am. I have no idea who you are. What on earth are you talking about?
That's pretty good. You said you'd say that, and you also told me that when you did, I should give you this.
This is unreal. It's a nightmare. Wake up! If anyone can hear me, wake me up! Well, let's find out the story of the mask in the meantime.
So you can see that the story isn't great, but at least it's voiceover, and that you're not expected to read everything. It could be written a little bit better if I was being super critical about it, but it's not too bad. It serves its purpose. So what we've got here is one of the puzzles of the game. So let's see how quickly I can do the puzzle. Looks like you have to create a mask. A lot of the game is to do with solving these types of puzzles. So you will get used to doing them. Let's try and move some stuff out of the way. But the puzzles are actually quite well made, I found. There's a lot of variety as well, so you're not going to always be doing the same thing. Some of them are quite similar, but in general there's quite a decent variety of them. There we go. You can also skip the puzzle if you want to, if you find it too much difficult, but most people shouldn't need to do that really. There are also, see, can we use this now? Yeah, you can see the mask now is lighting up over there, so indicates that there's a touch there. It should be typical. If you've played a G5 game before, then you're probably used to seeing this kind of thing where you have to tap on different areas of the screen to pick up what's listed at the bottom. So we'll tap on some. If you tap on the screen too much, if you're just going to go around the screen tapping quickly, the screen cracks like that. To tell you it's not detrimental. You're not going to like lose lives or anything for it, but it just tells you to slow down a little bit. See how quickly we can do this. This is also another area that if you get stuck, you can press in the bottom right hand corner, you can press the little hint button that tells you where something is, but you then have to wait for it to fill back up again before you can use it again. So this is usually the part where I start getting stuck. Let's see what else there is. There we go. Ah, too fast. Thread, hammer, horseshoe. I saw a horseshoe, I'm sure I did. Horseshoe there. Hammer and thread. Thread's there. Hammer is nowhere to be seen, but I can use this again, I think. Ah, hidden in the colours. But that's that completed, so I should be able to get a piece of the mask now. There we go, and you can see the whole point of the game is to complete the mask. And that is Isla Dorada. The fourth and final game that we're going to talk about this week on Mobile Monday is Zombie Fish Tank, which is a strange sounding game, but I'll let you watch the intro video before I start talking about it. So the whole point of Zombie Fish Tank, if we press play we'll get into the game and show you, is similar to like Katamari Damacy, where you just have to collect the things that are specific to what you can collect at that time in order to grow bigger. And once you grow bigger, you can collect the bigger items, in this case fish. So when you start the game, it's all accelerometer based as well, so it's quite difficult to control while talking about it, but at least you don't have to deal with on-screen analog sticks or anything like that covering up the what actually is quite impressive artwork. So you can see the fish surrounded by the red. They're the ones that I need to stay away from because I can't eat them yet. I need to eat the smaller fish in order to level up, essentially. You can see in the top left hand corner, which is like shows me how close I am to getting bigger, essentially. But there we go. So I can finally eat a new fish now. So I've grown a little bit bigger. I can eat the fish that was shown there, that was previously surrounded by a red outline, but now I can eat it. And there are pickups, as you can see, from eating fish. Sometimes they drop barrels, which are sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. Sometimes they drop things that turn you into a burger in one case, that makes some of the fish that you don't really want trying to eat you try and eat you because you look like a burger. But we'll try and level up some more. On the right hand side you can see the radioactive symbol as well. There are some of the fish do drop the radioactive barrels that you eat, and then that turns into a form of currency later on for you to buy fish for your own zombie fish tank. On the menu screen you may have saw a fish tank that's not necessarily got anything in it yet. You buy fish in order to put stuff into your own zombie fish tank, which I'll show you once we've gotten to the end of this level. So I can eat pretty much quite a decent amount of stuff now in this level, but it's all, like I said, it's accelerometer based, so you are moving your iOS device around, trying to move up and down, left and right, trying to eat everything in existence and not get eaten by the big things. There we go. Rage time once you've gone to that final level basically means you can eat everything in the level, so just try and eat as much as you can. Achievement. This is the part of the game where you just try and grab as many points as you can, essentially. Not a bad amount of points. You can see in the top right hand corner it ticking up. That's the radioactive stuff. It allows you to buy things, to buy new fish and stuff like that, which I'll show when we've got past the loading screen. There we go. That's the fish tank. I've already bought one fish, but you can, if you look at the shop, you can see that you can buy different fish as well. So we'll buy that guy. Sounds cool. Buy him, place him in tank. And then once he's in the tank, you can move around the tank and see things swimming around. You can tap on each individual fish and it'll zoom in on them, see what they're doing. But yeah, it's quite an interesting game, one that looks quite good actually. It's quite fun to play as well. That one is Zombie Fish Tank, and that's the last game this week for Mobile Monday.